Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you a very special Japanese luthier custom ukulele. This is a 13 fret to the body custom soprano pole sans ukulele. And I gotta say, it's been quite a while since I played a pole sans ukulele. And what I really appreciate and love about their instruments is the uniqueness that the luthier brings to his builds. Starting with just the front itself, we have ancient Japanese cedar, about 2,500 years old. And then you have beautiful, like a matte finish, black and white ebony. And I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but if you were to have this and you were to look at it up close, you can ever see nice little curls within the ebony, which is pretty rare to have those kind of curls in ebony wood. You just don't really see that. So this is an extremely valuable piece of wood right here on the back. Beautiful stripes, the black and white, all in the different directions, and just very wild. And again, with some of the light grain patterns and curls inside of the back of the wood, and then more of that kind of black finish here on the outside. With, you can see a little bit on the tail or around the binding here on the bottom and the top, as well as this nice sound port. Yeah, so beautiful woods on the front. The rosette, very unique looking. All of this kind of design, black and white. Oh, sorry, a black mother of pearl right here, and then we have ancient cedar with this lighter color wood, and then bog oak with the darker aesthetics right here of the wood. And then the binding itself is Cameroon ebony here on the top and the back, here on the bridge, as well as the fretboard. And again, I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, and it's something that I didn't even notice when I was tuning it up and playing it. I didn't notice it until I was directly in the light, like in this room. But here on the 5th fret, right here, and it looks exactly like this, as well as on the 12th fret right here, and my finger is covering exactly what it looks like. It's this little rectangle, and essentially it's like this black, it almost looks like ebony, and you can see some of the textures of the wood, which is different than the texture of the Cameroon ebony here on the fretboard. But it adds a nice kind of textural kind of contrast. So when you're looking at it, you can see like the little holes in the wood versus the nice flat, kind of all the wood is filled here on the fretboard. So you can see it going this way on the 5th fret, but then you can also see it going this way on the 12th fret, just like that, which is really cool. 5th fret is really important, and the 12th fret is also really important for from the musician standpoint, especially that 12th fret right there. So really nice, again, attention to detail, really unique stuff. You just don't see that kind of stuff on custom ukuleles. Now, working our way to the top, quite a few interesting things going on. So with pole sans ukuleles, one of his signature headstock design is you can almost see it like it's cut in half, and there's this little gap right here. It's somewhat bolted right here on the top, but it's literally like it's not touching here in the middle, just like that. And it's just a really cool design for a headstock. I don't know of any other instruments or luthiers that pretty much cut their headstock in half and have that really nice design. And it looks really cool from the back too, with the bigger Goto UPT tuners. And then coming back to the front, the other unique thing about this headstock is, I think the camera can pick it up, but for me, I can feel it, and it's a whole completely different texture, difference from any other part of the body. It almost feels like sandpaper, but it's pretty much called like the coffee bean kind of sandpaper right up here. So it's really unique. When you look at it in the light, it just looks, you can see all that texture, like again, like really thick sandpaper. And then when you look at it like this, it's just absolutely beautiful. Just completely different from anything else that's going on here on the instrument. Again, with the black Goto tuners, and matches really nice. And you can even see on the back end, it's also black. And then right here, we have a satin finish Spanish cedar neck. So this is an extremely fun, beautiful, unique, I mean, this is a really cool soprano. Now going into the sound, I was blown away from when I strummed my first C chord. I was like, this is a soprano. Like if you like blindfolded me or someone was playing it, or I'm like, oh, this is like a concert size. I mean, that's kind of like the maturity of the sound that the soprano has. Typically when you play a soprano ukulele, you're kind of almost expecting more of like a childlike, very trebly, very high-pitched kind of sound or timbre that you're going to get from the instrument. But surprisingly, for this instrument, very nice, warm, mid-range, especially like when I'm doing like a whammy. Like it's very pronounced. It's not like, duh, like it's duh. like it takes a while for the notes to die down. The sustain is unbelievable. But when I play this G7 chord, the sustain is unbelievable. The C chord, I can shake the tone of the instrument. It's just really, really hard to do from a really good soprano. So automatically, you know, sopranos are usually more for the strumming type of instrument. It has a nice, full, rounded, warm sound, but it still has the punchiness of the A string. Nice, again, sustain. But once you hit the E and the C string, get a nice rounded sound, which again, it's uncharacteristically not like a soprano. So this is a very, like, listen how clean this is. Usually you don't get this kind of clean articulate sound on sopranos just because it just doesn't have enough body or sustain, or it just doesn't have the advantages like of having a baritone or a tenor where you can have more mature sounding notes, especially when you go up the fretboard. Listen how clean that is. Just so clean. It's phenomenal. I really enjoy playing this. It's a fun little instrument. So let's go ahead and check this one out. And just one more thing that I already pointed out in my little intro, but this is important to note that it is 13 frets to the body. Usually when you have a soprano, you have a long neck soprano, it's 14 frets in the body, but this regular soprano has 13 frets to the body. And then of course you can see the mother of pearl inlay or the fret markers here on the side of the fretboard. So don't fret, although there's no markers on the front, you get all of it right here on the side. So excellent stuff. So let's have a little fun with this. Here we go.